All right, Antonio Silva here again, and today I would like to talk about my strategy, how I can eliminate a very heavy flu in only 30 hours. Yeah, but before I talk about that, I would like to do my disclaimer here. So what I'm gonna about to share is not intended for you to replicate, or I'm not giving anybody advice to do exactly the same what I do. I'm simply sharing my experience, my experiment with fasting, and how I do to improve my personal life. In this case, how I'll use fasting and running to eliminate a flu, a very heavy flu that I got in only 30 hours. I have done this experiment for at least 3 times. This is the third time I did, and I thought I should share with you guys. So, all right, with this disclaimer out of the way, I'm gonna talk about how first I got the flu. So before I say how I'm gonna do my protocol to eliminate the flu, which is very simple, I would like to talk about how I got the flu in the first place. So in the last weekend, I went with my son for a track and field competition. It was very fun. So he did some hurdles, which was quite fun. Those running and jumping is quite cool. It's very nice to see the kids doing that. And he also did some long jumps. It was very nice. And also 60-meter sprint. Yeah, he was quite fast. So we have a good time. It was in a weekend. I stayed 2 nights in Vancouver, here in Canada, with him doing that, and it was quite fun. So in our free times, we went out and we have some fun around, walk the mall, and we have some Chinese vegan food, which is a rice roll. It's quite nice. So we enjoyed, and then after 2 nights, in the next day, we head back to Victoria, where the place I live. So everything normal until there, but it was a lot of people in the track and field. So to get back to Victoria, which is the island, we caught a ferry, and it's 1 hour and 40 minutes on the ferry to go all the way from the mainland to the island. So in these ferries, if you ever get a ferry, it's a lot of people inside. So we was feeling okay. We wait for 1.5 hours inside of the ferry and watch some Netflix. And it was quite relaxing. So we went back. So got back home around 9 o'clock, and we took shower, went to bed. So 1 o'clock in the morning, my son wake me up, and he was kind of feeling puke, and he was feeling very bad. So I helped him and put him back to sleep. The next day, on Monday, I was extremely sick, and he as well. So we get a very, very, very terrible flu, and I could not get out of the bed. So it's a whole day, me and him. He's in his bed, I'm in my bed, and my body was aching, feeling lots of pain, very uncomfortable, chill all over the body. I also felt some fever. It was a very, very strong one. So I did what I do. So this is the third time I do this strategy, which is I don't eat anymore. So I get the flu, I just stop eating, and I stop eating for about 30 hours. And the flu just keep going down as the fast keep progressing. The negative feelings of the flu just keep going down. So after 30 hours, I feel normal. I don't feel that bad as I was before if I was eating. And then at that moment, I push even further and I run for 1 hour. That's part of my strategy. So I run in the type 2, in zone 2 kind of cardio, which is very slow cardio, running a treadmill, where you can have a conversation with somebody if there is somebody beside you. So it's not pushing, it's just a jogging. But I do that for 1 hour. Why it's 1 hour? Is because after 45 minutes by doing zone 2 kind of cardio, your body enters into autophagy. Autophagy is the mechanism in the cells where the cells start cleansing the body, or basically eating the parts of itself that's damaged and fixing the cell itself. You have macrophagy, where the cells is fixing mitochondria, and you have autophagy in general on the cells. And the cells also is gonna be autophagy, gonna help to clean, for example, misfold proteins. So I thought that might help with the immune system. So that's how I started this experiment. I did this 3 times already. And every time I do it, I come out of the flu without 0 symptoms. So it's very effective for me, okay? I'm just sharing the experience that worked for me. So I'm not suggesting anybody do the same as I do. It's a kind of extreme thing to do. You have to fast for 30 hours, and then after fasting for 30 hours, you do a very slow cardio for at least 1 hour. After that, the flu is gone. There is no flu anymore. So what's the explanation for that? I trying to go into the literature to find some scientific explanation that really relate to that, but actually there is no scientific explanation really directly related for what I'm doing here. So we only can speculate. My speculation is based on what we know from fasting. So what happens is when you fast, insulin goes down. So after 30 hours, your insulin levels is pretty down now. So you minimize growth. So now mTOR is turning off. You turn on a protein called AMPK, which telling the body, okay, now it's time to switch for burning sugar to burn fat. So we know that. So when that happens, you have less burden because you're not having growth in the body anymore. So about that time as well, autophagy is kicking. So now you're generating autophagy in your body, which is the cleansing of the body, the mechanism of cleansing of the body. So because I run, and run itself can generate autophagy, plus autophagy from the fast, I have a very big deep autophagy level in my body. So the cleanse it's very high now. So we also know that inflammation levels goes down when you're fasting. So then you eliminate completely the burden of inflammation because inflammation is going down. Now the immune system have space to do what's supposed to do to combat whatever it's weird in your body, which is the virus. So now the immune system is focused 100% on the virus. The immune system is not focusing in repair something that is not in your normal life, where you're eating, where the metabolic process happening is going on. Now the immune system can be focused 100% in the stranger, if you will, organism, which is the virus. That's my guess. This is just a speculation. This is completely an antidoted experiment. It's just me. I do this, and the next day there is no cold whatsoever. So it's amazing. I did this for 3 times already, and I thought it would be interesting to share because somebody might benefit from that. I don't know. I'm not suggesting anybody to do the same. This is not a medical advice. If you want to do fasting, please check if you are eligible for fasting. Not everybody can do fasting, even though this fast not so long. Check with your healthcare provider. Find somebody who knows what they are doing, if they can give some advice on fasting, or you do your diligence, study, watch videos, and get knowledgeable. So don't forget to like and subscribe. So that's it for now. See you in the next video.